Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's forecast and energy update for Monday the 24th of May through to Sunday the 30th of May 2021. I have spent several hours yesterday and several hours today in beautiful stillness and meditation with some incredibly gorgeous souls, wise women they are. And whenever I am in their presence, I always just feel so loved and accepted and nurtured. And they just have the most beautiful, unconditional, loving hearts. There's no judgment. Anything that happens is perfect. Whatever happens in your meditation is perfect, which of course it always is. Because when we go into meditation, our meditation experience will meet us where we are personally in our lives. Sometimes this may be, very active in the mind, and that is the stress that's releasing from your body and your mind. What I found really interesting is to sit and meditate for 2.5 hours at home. It would be so easy for my mental mind to really get in there and be annoying me and grabbing my attention with all of the jobs that I should be doing or all of the things that I should be doing. And the fact that, I went to another location and, my subconscious mind knew I was going to be sitting for a long time. I wasn't going to be leaving. There was nothing for me to do there other than to be at one in the stillness with my practice. And I love it. It also reminded me that we have the misconception and illusion that busyness is productive. We're more productive when we're busy. The busier we are, the more that we're creating. And what I find, and this is actually scientifically supported, that when you meditate regularly, you create more space and time in your day. You actually become more productive. There is always a phenomena that occurs with me when I meditate for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. And that is the expansion of this area in my frontal lobe in here. And, it's something that you can physically see, and it's a pressure that you can feel. So you're activating this area of your brain. To me, I'm going to say it's my third eye. My third eye just expands. My intuition expands. My connection to the source of all that is, the creator of all that is, expands. And it's the stillness that allows for your body, when you're in meditation, even if your mind is incredibly active, sitting in meditation still allows the cortisol, stress hormone, cortisol, to reduce, the levels to reduce in your body. It allows for your fight or flight to just be neutral. It allows for your blood pressure to regulate, your sugars to regulate, and you secrete dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, which are the feel-good hormones that our brains naturally produce. And, I don't even feel like there's no desire to rush. There's this deep sense of peace inside of me. And I know that I've given my nervous system an opportunity to experience complete, deep, and healing rest. So in that moment too, I'm activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the natural healing state, rather than being in the fear state or the inflammatory state of the sympathetic nervous system, which promotes inflammation in the body. So I am feeling on a cellular level so good. because I gave myself that time. I scheduled it in. I knew it was going to be time out that I was going to be giving to myself. And I knew in my heart, I've got a lot of things coming up. I've got busyness coming up before me. I knew that this would prepare my nervous system, prepare my heart and my mind, so that I will be more in the flow of life rather than rushing against it or pushing against it or trying to force something. And I also know that deep, beautiful healing has occurred on all levels for me at this time, also over the course of this weekend. So as we move into this week ahead, I will come back to that. And I've just written a whole post on this on my Facebook page at Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting. In the last 7 years, I've said yes more to myself than I ever have in my whole life. I've said yes to opportunities. I've said yes to experiences. I've said yes to retreats, workshops, working with other people, learning new things. And the more that I have said yes to what has been a desire in my heart, the more in alignment to the abundant flow of life I have become. Everything just seems to work out. I just trust that if I say yes to this thing that I'm being intuitively guided to, then the universe will meet me halfway and life will support me. And we all find it so much easier to say yes to everybody else. That's easy. We can say yes to everybody else. There's no bullshit stories around that. There's no limiting beliefs. There's no blocks. I can say yes to somebody else. That will make me feel good and it'll make them feel good. Yes, I can do that for you. Yes, I can help you do that. Yes, I can support you in that. Yet when it comes to saying yes to ourselves, that's a whole other ballgame. So my personal experience has been, the more that you say yes to you, the more that life supports you in all that you want to do. So if you want to check out my full post, head to my Facebook page, Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting. So this week, energetically, we now, at this very moment, Saturn has gone retrograde. Now, what Saturn is asking us to do during this time is to really look within and review and identify where are you not taking responsibility for yourself in your life. Are you taking responsibility for the decisions you've made? Are you taking responsibility for the choices you're not making? Are you taking responsibility for where you are in your physical, your spiritual, and your mental health? One of the most powerful tools that I was exposed to through all of my learnings and certifications was this simple phrase, and I'm sure you've heard me say it before. I choose to. I choose this. If you are working in a job that you don't like and it's causing you distress, then the way for you to take back some of that control is to say, I'm choosing to remain here, because that is a choice. If you are indecisive, that's still a decision. Choosing not to do something is still a decision. So I'm choosing not to make a decision. I'm choosing to eat this food. I'm choosing to do this thing. I'm choosing to stay in this situation. And what you will find over the course of a week, 2 weeks, a month, you will find that your subconscious, your higher self, that part of you that's not congruent, will start to question why you're actually making these choices and are they really serving you? And this is the message really from Saturn this week as it's in retrograde. Are your decisions and choices serving you? Are they helping you and supporting you to create what you're wanting to experience in your life? Because Saturn is about growth, and it's here really to provide you with the determination, the motivation, the strength, and the courage to make whatever changes you identify in areas of your life that the choices and decisions are not serving you. Because we can all play the blame game. We can all blame circumstances. We can blame everything and everyone around us. I've been there, I've done that as well. However, all that is doing is putting the responsibility of who you are onto somebody else. Yes, shitty things happen. We, on some level or at some point in our lives, we all experience trauma and grief. I'm not immune to that. I've experienced trauma in my life, significant trauma. However, my trauma may be very different to your trauma, or what I perceive as trauma may be very different to your experience of trauma. That's not to say that our how we respond to that, or how we process that, or how that's made us feel is not to be validated. But it's what you choose to then do with that that really is the catalyst for true healing and transformation in your life. I'm choosing not to change. I'm choosing not to seek help. I'm choosing not to do this. I'm choosing to remain where I am. This perhaps sounds counterproductive, but it's so freaking empowering, because then you're in effect. If you're saying, I'm choosing to eat this thing that makes me feel like shit 3, 4, 5 times a day, several days in a row, by the end of the week, you're going to question, is this really a good choice for me to make? Maybe I could make a different choice. I'm choosing to continue to stay in a relationship that's toxic and not serving my highest good. Over a period of time, you'll start to question, is that really the right choice for you? And seeking assistance and support and help to shift you and get you out of that. Choosing, taking responsibility for who you are and where you are at is one of the most powerful things that you can do to counter all of your choices, but also to springboard you into a more healthy direction that fully supports your highest good, your well-being, your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being. Because blaming is just a waste of time. It doesn't actually resolve anything. It doesn't change anything. It just keeps you in the perpetual cycle of where you're at. On May 26th, we have the blood moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, my sun sign. And this is opening a portal for us to have access, higher access to our intuition and higher consciousness. The veil is going to be very thin. And if I'm right in remembering correctly, we are just, we're starting to move into the eclipse season, which everything is magnified. The energy of the signs and the influence of the planets is heightened during eclipses and eclipse season. So if you are feeling extra sensitive as you move into this full moon, and this is a great time before the full moon eclipse to work with the energy of Saturn to identify where you're not taking a responsibility for all that you could be in your life. And then releasing that, setting your intentions. If you are feeling extra sensitive, then honor that. How can you support yourself? What are the things that you love to do that make you feel supported that you can do for yourself? I spent a weekend, hours meditating yesterday and today, because It is my life force to be able to sit and allow myself to fully surrender to the loving energy of the universe in meditation. Okay. If you'd like to place your hand on your heart, would you like to know that it is possible for you to release behaviors and decisions that do not serve your highest good? Would you like to know what it feels like to live without fear of asking for what you want? Would you like to know it is possible to ask for all that you want from life and know that when you align to your heart, that it is possible for you to receive this? I am open to receiving all that serves my best and highest good in a way that is soft and gentle and nurturing and loving. Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to have the perspective and understanding of the creator of all that is, of intuition? That you know what it feels like to have the courage to follow your intuition, and you know that it is possible to follow your intuition. Would you like to know that it is possible to say yes to you? Yes to making healthy choices, yes to opportunities, yes to life, and that you know how and when to do this in all areas of your life? Can we teach you that you know what it feels like to live without fear of persecution and judgment? Would you like to know what it feels like to see the beauty in life, to have hope, to know that it is possible to have hope, and you know how and when to have hope? You know how and when to see the beauty of life. And can we teach you that you know what it feels like to have magic in your life? That you know it is possible to experience and feel the magic of the creator of all that is in every area of your life. Say yes to receive. So for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, divine animals. This is beautiful. Look at the colors in this. You know, and of course I have an amazing, beautiful cat, Master Hamish, who has come into my life this year. And I have my beautiful golden retriever, Lily. And what I know to be true and what I've experienced in my life, and the message of this card is, connect more deeply on a heart conscious level with your own pets. You can communicate with them on a soul level and intuitively. Also, what are the animals that you are most drawn to? For years, even as a child, I shared this story the other day. Whenever I was swimming in my backyard pool at my parents' home where I grew up, I would go under the water and I was convinced that I was a dolphin. Absolutely convinced that I was a dolphin. And I connected so deeply to the energy of dolphins. And of course, you know, they are very much symbolic in where I am in my life and their medicine, and even what star planets and beings that they align to. For years, I, and still am, connect so strongly to the incredible whales that come through, migrate every year through my the area where I live. I feel a very deep connection to them. Their wisdom, they are the wisdom keepers of the planet. Eagles for me are always my messengers. It's my message from source that yes, I'm on the right path. Yes, I am seeing from a higher perspective. I have birds that come and visit every day. I have galahs and cockatoos. I love them. I love all animals. Animals have their own unique messages and medicine that they bring to us. So you're being asked to tune into that for yourself this week. What animal do you feel yourself most connecting with? And then meditate with that and invite the presence of that animal into your meditation and ask it what it is that it's bringing to you. What it is that it is, what is it that it's offering you to work with? What medicine is it providing you with? Thursday and Friday, let go. Yes. Perfect. Let go. What is it in your life that you are trying so hard to control? Who are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? What are you actually refusing to let go? What are you refusing to release from the past? You know, I heard this saying years ago and it stayed with me. Anger or unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. When you hold on to anger, when you hold on to pain, when you hold on to injustice, when you hold on to suffering, it is like a disease that is spreading throughout your body, your heart, your mind, your auric field, your physical body, your energy field. What is it that you can let go of? What patterns of behavior can you let go of? We are all here at this time on the planet to resolve and heal a ton of shit that is not serving us. Everything that I heal in myself, I am healing 7 generations in the past and 7 generations in the future. Every time I heal something else within myself, I'm helping my son and my daughter to heal all of their shit. It's a waste of so much precious energy and opportunity for life to continue to hold on to what does not serve you. Saturday and Sunday, inner voice. That inner voice, that one that's really gentle and subtle, that one that just gives you little images of, oh, I should do this, or that little heart flutter of excitement of, yes, I'd love to do that. Or it may come to you, your voice may come to you in images. It may come to you in your dreams. It may just be that little voice that's saying, is this really a good idea? Do you really want to do that again? Maybe we could try a different way. You are, especially with the energy of Saturn and this blood moon, I can't say it, moon lunar eclipse. It's a powerful time to be listening to the voice of your intuition. You know what it is that you need to do. Trust that inner voice. And if you're needing validation, thank you, universe. Thank you, angels, for providing me a sign that I'm on the right track. Thank you for validating for me that I'm getting this message right. Thank you for giving me a sign that helps me know that I've got this message right. As always, my loves, please be kind and gentle with yourself. Be kind and gentle with those around you. You don't know where they've come from. You don't know their story. You don't know the suffering and the pain and the trauma they've been through. Everyone is doing the very best that they can. You are doing the very best that you can. Namaste, blessed be. I look forward to chatting with you again next week. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sending in your feedback.